The clicker, right. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for coming once again to one of my talks. It's the very last one of my talks at ETH Prague, but also I believe the very last talk in the Studio One at ETH Prague today. It's my honor to close this conference with, I believe, a very important topic, especially these days, the Core Protocol Fellowship, the Ethereum Protocol Fellowship. It's a program which can help you to start contribute to Ethereum itself. What do I mean by that? And again, I get to my question here, which I've been asking on my previous talk as well. What is Ethereum? Give me some inputs, folks. Community, nice. What else? CBDC. Oh, don't give me that. Ethereum is love, hope, protocol, some ideas. Right, okay, so to talk about what is Ethereum, we can imagine the network, right, the technology behind it, and that would be, specifically speaking, the specification, or starts with idea, right? Vitalik's white paper of Ethereum, just the concept of an idea of a technology such as Ethereum. And then, to actually make it happen, we need to specify it. We need to write exactly how it has to work, so the protocol can actually work. And based on this specification, which is the yellow paper and the EIPs, we create implementations, the actual clients. The Ethereum is currently implemented in 5 different languages in consensus and execution layer. So with this, we can move to the question, who is the core developer? I talked about core development in the beginning. And also in past few days, so if you saw my previous talks, it's an easy answer. What is a core developer? Do I have some inputs? I should maybe sit or something, like I feel too. It's just few people in the crowd anyway. What is a core developer, folks? Do you have some ideas? It's very easy, right? It's lives with this. Okay, it's true, because these people are really motivated to make Ethereum happen, to really live, the vision of Ethereum. But a core developer in general, it's the person who builds Ethereum itself. Chris, you wanted to say something? Oh yeah, it's a central point. That's a great point. So like, who are the people creating the Ethereum that we talk about? We hear about the merge, about the surge, about the Chapella 2 months ago. Who are the people behind it? People creating what I mentioned, the specification, the clients, the testing infrastructure. And they help to maintain and upgrade the Ethereum, make it more up to date, fix the issues that may occur, but most importantly, finish it and bring it to the next level. So the specification, and Ethereum after the merge is 2 parts, right? It's execution and consensus clients. I have it here, I should. And but these clients need to be tested properly. So then there is also the testing team and the research about everything that might happen in the future, and we want to find the best way how to do it. When I say Ethereum developer, most people imagine Solidity, right? They are writing the smart contracts, the application layer, maybe some whatever NFTs, creating the languages as Solidity or Viper, or some layer 2 developers. So these are the Web3 devs, right? The people who are living the Web3, doing all the crazy applications, which rug pull us and whatnot. There is a bunch of them. There is tens of thousands of them, I guess. It's a big thing, right? In the past few years, we see that many people are very excited to become the Web3 dev. In Ethereum specifically, we see that there is a lot of people building on Ethereum itself. That's everything you see around you here. Many of our sponsors, many hackers at the hackathon building on Ethereum, right? But to put it into contrast, these are people building on it. And now the core developers, the people building the actual Ethereum, the number would be something around this. The 128 is a statistic from Protocol Guild. I talked about the Protocol Guild on Friday here. And the protocol guild is really not doesn't include all the contributors, just those who opted in. So we can say it's more. There is another aggregator which pulls from the repositories, checks all the core repositories, and figures out that there is around 200-300 active core developers of Ethereum across the various repos. Again, I wouldn't say it's that precise because, well, it's more complicated. There's many little projects, many libraries. Everybody is important in the end. And yeah, we see the Ethereum developers on the rise. Yeah. So just to sum it up, the app developers are those building the apps, the top of the Ethereum stack. They are using languages like Solidity, Viper, or maybe these days some Phi, or maybe Cairo is doing some ZK stuff, building the DeFi applications. And the idea here is that the app developer is responsible for security of people who are using his app. On the other hand, it's also it's very competitive. It's market driven, right? These are DAOs or companies which are actually trying to get the liquidity in, trying to get the users the funds, fundraise, whatnot. So it's very market driven and mostly for profit. And what I say here that it's like building a fancy car. I just pull a random Lamborghini picture and it has a check plate. It was actually my colleague did it. So yeah. This is the Lambo. But because what we do is that we build the road, right? So the core developers are building the actual road where all these beautiful cars that the app devs do can drive, because we are building the infrastructure, the actual platform of Ethereum. That means that for this we use the low-level languages, meaning Go, Rust, maybe Java, maybe C. So the actual architecture software languages. This is what you might heard about the concepts and execution clients, about the EIPs, and all the research around it. These are people who are working to create Ethereum secure for not just user of single app, but all of the users, right? All the Ethereum is dependent on this development. And as we mentioned in the beginning, somebody said that I wanted to narrate it in a way that these people really are more vision-driven. It's many of the entities working on the core development are non-profits, which are much less competitive than any of the market big DAOs, and also it results in an amazing cooperation, because these people are building open software which has to work together, and they are actually working together. They meet and they discuss the specification, how to solve these and these issues. They don't hide from themselves. They don't compete directly. So yeah, we build the roads that allow those nice cars. And now maybe you are a dApp developer, maybe you are a Web 2 or like normal person developer, not the Web 3 one yet, and you might be interested in the core development because it's very important role to take. So yeah, already. Okay, so yeah, these people, when I talk about the vision, I like talking about the cypherpunks, right? About the movement which started everything we see around us. On the idea of building the software which is distributed, uncensorable, and free. So the hackers unite because we have a lot of work to do. Vitalik said before or after the merge, I'm not sure, that Ethereum is only finished on like 55%. So there is a lot of blocks here to fill and to work on. And if you would be interested, so this is the result of the limitation of the blockchain itself, which are theoretically unsolvable, but we can really try to do our best to create solutions which circumvent the trade-offs and create a better technology. So there is a lot of work happening and a lot of interesting research in improving the Ethereum and the blockchain tech itself. Is the cutting-edge stuff which gave us things like the merge a few months ago of what just happened. Okay, all the way. Okay, I have a lot of things to talk about. And yeah, this is where it's happening. If you know all core dev calls, they are happening every 2 weeks. It's Ethereum/PM, where it's like all the calls and all the public development is happening here, because the Ethereum development is collaborative, open, and public. Everybody who is interested can look at what is being discussed, what is happening, and can contribute. This is the meeting of like interop of most of the core devs, around 100 people in Austria a few months ago. Nice group of people, mostly white men, right? Not good. Anyway, let's make it grow, right? Let's make this group of people more diverse, bigger, more have more manpower to create the Ethereum itself. And this is what the fellowship is about. The Protocol Fellowship that we are running within the Protocol Support and Ethereum Foundation, it's trying to make the process of becoming a core contributor easier. Because I talk about the core development, when people think about it, they imagine like a huge wall, right? It's complicated, it's weird, I don't want to touch that, like that's like the super genius is doing that, I'm not one of those. But it's not true, it's something which is big and complex, and person needs to dedicate some time to it, but it's what we are trying to help you with, to show you that it's all doable through the fellowship. A brief history started by Piper Merriam. I hope you know Piper, he's OG. He started it as a CDApp 2 years ago, did 2 cohorts, and then we took over. And we are trying to funnel all of these people who are interested in core development, not to Ethereum Foundation, but to all of the teams in the core infrastructure, which is around 15, 20 different teams from various organizations. The program, the fellowship itself, is trying to mimic the experience of the actual core dev. It's a very unique kind of work, which is very self-directed. You don't have a boss telling you, micromanaging you, telling you what to do. You need to have some maybe desire, some interest in something which you want to solve, and you have to be self-directed to just wake up and work on this problem until you solve it, right? So we can completely, but it gives you freedom. You can completely choose what you want to work on, how much time you want to spend, how you want to do it. You just need to share what you do, help us understand. So every 2 weeks, the fellows should, or weekly, or however they feel actually, but they should update, write technical updates, also to practice some technical writing skills. And we are connecting the fellows in the fellowship with the current core devs, with people building the Ethereum, and folks who can provide the feedback for your PRs, for your thoughts. They can guide you a little. All of the coordination, again, is public. It's out of the open. It's a part of this whole open research of Ethereum, and you can find it here. ETH Protocol Fellows is the GitHub organization. There are all the past cohorts, all the work reported by every fellow is there. So you can see everything which has been, what was happening. You can learn a lot just from reading that. And the idea of this being just on the GitHub, completely open, anybody can just open PR and contribute and come there, right? This means that the program is completely permissionless, actually. You can just join by coming to the repo, opening the PR, adding your notes, adding your development updates, starting to work on some project. You don't need to ask anybody for permission. Yeah, you get introduced to many wonderful people who are working in the core development. You can actually meet them. It's and you become part of this community of your peers, of people who are another 20, 30 people who are just like you, just have some previous skills but want to learn more and want to dive into the core. And yeah, you get a mentorship, and for the people who actually apply, who are not there just as permissionless participant, but want to commit to work on this seriously, we offer also financial stipend, and you can get amazing experience from the cohort 3, which finished in March, in February. We get over 600 applications there. Out of those, 40 reviews, 24 accepted people, and 12 more joined along the way, just completely permissionlessly started to contribute. And they made 20 projects in the end. Somebody worked alone, somebody worked with other fellows, small teams. We get a bunch of calls. We organize office hours calls with the mentors, with the current core development, core devs who are giving their experience of not just like working in some technology, also more technical, but also just about what is it like to actually be a core developer, because sometimes it's pretty tough. Many people end up with burnout. Many people are really working hard to, well, will deliver things like the merge. 40% of those people who participated got actually hired or got a grant from some of these core organizations. Here are some examples of projects from the last cohort. Implementing API for the Light client, vector commitment, Merkle tree research, which is the new Patricia Merkle tree thing, monitoring Ethereum nodes. This was interesting, implementing like crypto economics of MEV on in Open Games Engine. Work on the clients, work on the Light client, adding the peer-to-peer layer to a Light client implementation. There was worked on like this. It was like a paper for not really bad potential attack on DDoS attack on the mempool in GET, and she started to work on it. She fixed it, and like few days after the fellowship, somebody triggered it on Gerli. So I mean, good, we have to fix, right? So these were the projects from the last cohort. You can find everything on the blog.ethereum.org. You can read about the past cohort. All the details that happened. We met in Denver with all of the wonderful people. We had like an EPF day with there's Danny Ryan, Ansgar, Matt is actually here right now, and yeah, other great folks to just meet and chat and talk about how we can work on this together. Danny had a wonderful story. Do you know Danny Ryan, this guy sitting in the front? He's the guy who designed like the whole proof of stake thing, right? And he was telling the story how he just finished the school, started some Ethereum meetups, didn't know really what to do, did some Python, and ended up doing EIP with Vlad and Vitalik for the proof of stake. And he didn't even believe that it can work. He liked the proof of work. But then he got a fever dream, and he saw the blogs, he realized how it all works, it fit together, and today he's one of the most famous Ethereum core devs, just like he's a young boy like most of us, and it was real nice. So Danny joined us, and the next time will be a meeting in Istanbul in DevConnect, so you can come to join us there. So how does it work again? How to apply? How to get into it? The whole project is it's 4 months of working. First, there is a learning phase. You want to dive into various topics, and then to just report your work and work hard. Okay, if you want to contribute, you want to already have some technical background, know how to communicate, and just come and do the thing. I'm gonna just, in the application you should share your GitHub account, write some answers, and we'll see whether you're active, whether you have some open source contributions. That's very important for us. And why I'm talking about this here and now, because it's happening right now. The applications opened more than a week ago, and they are finishing in 6 days, or in 5 days, on Friday, June 16, on this Friday. Till then, you have time to apply. And if you're not sure what is happening here, maybe you missed the first half of my talk, like most of this room, you can join us for a call tomorrow, Monday, June 12, on 4:30 p.m. UTC, which is like local time. It's 6:30 local time tomorrow. We will have a town hall to answer all of your questions about the EPF program. The program will start in mid-July. You can actually start to contribute now, but officially it starts in July, runs to November when we meet in DevConnect. And now, we get hundreds of applications, 200-300 right now, and there is 2% of women applying. And I wonder I just don't have the right channels, because I believe there is many talented women with us today and in the whole Ethereum community. So if you are interested, if you know talented people in general, but especially girls who are just maybe not confident enough to apply to work on this, please share it with them. It's very inclusive, everybody is welcomed, and I believe if you meet these people, it's very welcoming community, and we would love to have you in EPF, whoever you are. Please don't be scared to apply, and you can find it in this, or the application is open, all the info there. Again, it's blog.ethereum.org, right? Yeah, here, Very simple. Or just tap me on the shoulder here. I will be around the whole night. So here you can find this blog post about applications opened, and yeah, you can join the Google group, check out the repo, the cohort 4. Again, all the information, the details about how the cohort will go and how can you contribute, how to use your GitHub account there. It's here, Eat Protocol Fellows cohort 4 right now. I invite you for a party in Bordel. That's my hackerspace downstairs. We can chat about that later. I'm already out of time. Today, 5:30, we have beers with Bitcoin Eat devs because we try to build bridges. Also join us if you want to meet some. Thank you so much for being here, for being at Eat Prague, especially because it's again my pleasure to close this conference with a speech. But yeah, I'm really happy that so many of you, I guess, are coming to the closing talk. But it's my time here, right? So yeah, please support the core development, contribute, because this is the only thing you can do to really help Ethereum flourish. Thank you so much, guys.